morning everyone. So this is your instructor about basic accounting. Video is intended for accountancy students and bookkeeping students of Holy Child Colleges Inc. You may also share this video to other accounting students, accountancy students, financial management students na nag-online class pero walang stable na internet. Kaya ginawa ko to upload, share nyo lang para anytime pwede nyo ma-open, pwede nyo ma-view sa mga hindi nyo maintindihan or hindi nyo mag-get. So compared natin sa online class na yung iba ay walang stable internet, hindi sila maka-pick up ng lessons kasi nga minsan choppy, naubos ng load. Kaya so I made this video presentation, recorded presentation para naman at kahit may pandemic tuloy pa rin yung learning natin. I will be teaching to you about basic accounting and financial report. First, so yan ang picture ko. I am Nathan Lian Importante. I am a certified public accountant. I graduated at Mindanao State University General Santos City batch 2015. I passed the board exam last October 2015. So sa awa ng Diyos, first take lang pasa kahit walang tulog one day before na exam. Tapos business law and taxation pa talaga yung subject. Thank you Lord pa rin kasi mabait talaga siya. May CPA tayo. So doon nag-start ang aking career as a certified public accountant. So after ko nakapasa ng board exam is na work ako as an accounting in charge and treasury in charge for 3.5 years sa isang private company located at Surala, South Cotabato. And I handled accounts payable, bookkeeping, pricing, purchasing, treasury, banking. So parang all around na rin sa buong finance department. Kaya parang supervisory rin kasi I handled more than 5 staff sa iba't ibang section. And after nun, 3.5 years, so I quit my job to pursue a motor parts business in Coronel City. So yun, June hanggang ngayon, so operating pa rin yung business namin, ang family namin. Ito yung nagsusustain sa aming family. Together with my wife. My wife is also a certified public accountant. Private practice na siya. So let me share to you the 3 types of CPALE passer. So this is the certified public accountant licensure examination passers. So first, the SMART. Sila yung mga matatalino, inborn na madaling maka-absorb ng lessons. Isang explain mo lang, kuha agad yung lessons, yung parang IQ, parang genius. Next, sila yung hardworking. Ito yung mga tao na doon ka bright, explain ka na, pero hindi pa rin nila gets. Kailangan mo spoon feed talaga. Tuturo mo talaga makuha nila. Delay lang yung analysis na. Pero, ito yung mga sisipag mag-aral. Nagpupuyat sila para mag-study. Uubusin nila lahat ng review materials, libro test. Sila yung mga hindi tamad. Although hindi sila matalino, pero bawing-bawi naman sila sa pagiging masipag mag-aral. Sa kanila, study first before anything else. Kaya naging CPA sila because of their determination. And lastly, both 1 and 2. So sila yung mga top-notcher. My tips to become an effective accounting student. So number 1, advanced study. Dapat before mag-lesson si teacher, nabasa mo na yung lessons or at least alam mo na kung anong ituturo niya. Na-review mo na para at least pag lesson nyo, questions na lang. So, dahil sa karami-rami ba naman ng topics ng topics ng accountancy, dapat talaga nag-advanced study. Don't rely, don't be satisfied with few review materials in books. The more, the better. So, if mas marami kang review materials, mas okay yun kasi baka nandun yung review materials yung lalabas sa board exam. So, may bonus ka na. At least kung ibang books, ma-compare mo, at least more explanation, more interpretation ng mga standards. So, madali mo siya mag-gets. 2 heads are better than 1. Mas okay if meron kang companion sa pag-study kasi merong sharing of ideas. At least meron, kung di mo alam yung isang question, baka alam ng kasama mo, at least may magtuturo sa'yo, or ikaw magtuturo sa kanya. Number 4, focus. Study tayo at mag-quiz exam, focus talaga. Avoid yung distractions, cellphone, jowa, TV, Facebook, etc. So, pag mag-study ka, or dapat libro, calculator, ballpen, yan. Yan ang dapat sa harap, wala ng iba. Focus talaga, focus, para ma-absorb yung mga lessons. Read. So, read always yung mga latest standards and policies. Kasi time to time nag-update yun eh. Every year, meron yung update. Being accountancy student, parang nag-aaral tayo ng batas in terms of money. Meron tayong Philippine Accounting Standards. So, yun time to time nag-update yun. Depende sa mga revisions at updates from the International Accounting Standards. May update para maging more relevant at effective yung mga professional accountants sa kanilang mga report. Read always yung mga manual, yung mga Philippine Accounting Standards, Philippine Standards on Auditing. Read always International Financial Reporting Standards, so PFRS, PSA, PAS. So, read talaga, read. Kasi, pagiging accounting student, hindi naman talaga math yan. Halos English yan sa pag-iintindi mo ng mga standards at mga problems. So, yung math, konti na lang yung. Number 6, time management. So, importante talaga na i-manage natin yung time natin. Set aside, set time limit pag mag-study. Example, sa topic na ito, 30 minutes, dapat tapos mo na ito nabasa. Then, after 30 minutes, self-quiz ka. So, dapat challenge mo yung sarili mo na within 30 minutes, matatapos mo rin yan, yung quiz mo. Kasi sa board exam, may time limit rin yan. Pag nahuli ka, so, finish or not finish, pasa talaga yan. So, dapat as early as possible, na-train na tayo kung paano mag-manage or kung paano ma-finish yung exam natin or quiz with 5 time limit. Get enough sleep or rest. Pag sleepy ka, tulog ka. Bakit? Kasi kung puyat ka or naantok ka, hindi nag-work effectively yung brain mo. Kasi nga, pagod na yung brain mo. So, useless na naman pag study mo. Hindi mo ma-absorb lahat ng lessons. Kaya, pag sleepy, take a nap, power nap, 10 minutes, 15 minutes. Then, get enough sleep, 6 to 8 hours a day. Huwag yung puyat na 4 hours na yung tulog. 2 hours na yung tulog, saka sa hindi yun, bad yun. Dapat sleep pa rin. Kasi pag may enough sleep ka, mas makaka-absorb ka ng mga lessons, mas maintindihan mo yung mga lessons, mas madaling makakasagot ka sa mga questions. Okay? And lastly, pray. So, yan ang pinaka-importante sa lahat. Ask for divine wisdom sa taas na maintindihan mo yung mga lessons. Ask for divine wisdom para masagutan mo yung mga answers sa quiz, and be thankful sa araw na binigay ng Panginoon na nakastudy ka, naka-answer ka ng quiz, and always pray na after ng quiz na tama yung mga answer na na-answer. So that's it. That's my tips to become an effective accountancy student. So this is based on experience. So yun yung ginawa. So, nag-aral study, yung mga review materials, iba't ibang review centers ang galing. And number 3, mag-study, kasama ko yung best friend ko. Isang boarding house kami. Kaya, if di ko alam, tanong ako sa kanya. If di niya alam, tanong siya sa akin. So, yun. Then, focus, read, and time management. So, time management, meron talaga akong parang maliit na orasan sa harap na aking study table para time to time, mag-check ko kung, lapit na akong next lapit na konti na lang oras ko para sa ganitong subject. Konti na lang oras ko para sa ganitong quiz, or may wall pala ka sa harap. Gusto ba get enough sleep? So yan, go to our main topic kung bakit tayo nandito, bakit ka nandito, bakit kayo nandito pala. So I chose accounting so that meron akong alam sa pera, or tinatawag na financial literacy, para pagdating ng panahon, so para hindi ka ma-scam sa susunod, no? With regards to pera. So iba naman gusto accounting kasi marami daw pera, maraming trabaho, which is true naman, maraming trabaho sa if you are an accountant. Bakit? Kasi it involves sa lahat ng businesses, kailangan talaga ng accountant. Kung walang business na hindi need ang accounting, so everywhere, every business may accounting. So, napakalawak talaga ng job opportunity being an accountant or being an accountancy graduate, may background sa accounting. Huwag kayong ma-discourage na pinilit lang ako, ito lang yung naiwan na course, peer pressure. So, wag ganun. Dapat, kung makagraduate ka, malaki lang talaga yung opportunity under accountancy. Okay? So, what is accounting? So, the definition and the purpose of accounting in business. Accounting. Accounting is the art of recording, classifying, and summarizing in a significant manner and in terms of money transaction events which are in past part of at least of financial character and interpreting the results thereof. This is based from the American Institute of Certified Public Accountants or ECPA. Himay-himayin natin itong definition ng accounting. May breakdown natin sa kanyang parts. Accounting is the art. Ibig sabihin, sa accounting, merong kanya-kanyang format. Kapag mag-derive ka ng isang answer, marami paraan. Art siya Art. Merong kanya-kanyang strategy, kung paano i-present, kung paano i-interpret ng results. Compared sa science kasi fixed. So, kung ano talaga yung process, ano yung procedures, yun dapat susundin mo. Hindi siya the science of, no. It is the art. Kung ano yung strategy mo, ano yung format, ano yung pag-present, ano yung pag-interpret. Next, it's the art of recording. So, this is the first phase of accounting, the recording phase. A business transaction must be expressed in a term of a common denominator, which is money before it is recorded in the books. So, pag-record mo, dapat in terms of money talaga siya. Walang accounting na hindi in terms of money. So, lahat ng bagay nabavalue kasi yan. This is to measure a business transaction. The accountant must evaluate the transaction as to when it is occurred, how much it is valued, and how would they be classified. So, dapat nakasulat talaga, naka-encode, naka-record. And, merong common denominator which is peso. Next is second phase. It is the art of recording and classifying. After ma-record, so i-classify natin yung na-record natin. So ano ba ito? Ano ba ito na-classify natin? Asset ba ito? Liability? Equity? Or expense? Itong asset ba ito? Ano ba ito? Current asset? Non-current asset? Classifying reduces the effect of numerous transactions. So parang ginagrupo-grupo natin siya. Kinakategorize. So, ikaw, para dito ikaw sa asset. Itong record na ito, para ito dito sa mga expense. Summarizing. The third phase of accounting is summarizing. This is achieved when preparing for financial statements. It presents the effects of all business transactions that occurred during the period. So, summarize natin yung na-classify natin. So, na-classify natin siya as asset, na-classify natin siya as liability, na-classify natin siya as equity. I-summarize natin yun into financial statements. These are the reports ng isang accountant, the financial statement. In a significant manner. Yung na-record natin, yung classify natin, summarize natin, dapat in a significant manner siya. Ibig sabihin, yung mga important parts lang ang atin na summarize, record, na classify kasi yung mga immaterial hindi na included dyan, okay? In terms of money, transactions, and events. Money, cash involved, or other negotiable instruments, transactions. So, may nangyari, transactions and events. So, hindi na siya nag-involve sa pera, sa transactions, sa trade in between, and events. So, kahit walang money involved, walang transaction involved, pero may naganap. Example, nag-collapse yung building, nag-resign yung employee, meron fraud na nakita, nasira yung sasakyan, nasira yung delivery vehicle. It's an event. It's a recordable event. So, yung transactions naman, so, bumili ng sasakyan, bumili ng inventory, o nagutang sa bangko, which are in part at least of financial account. Take note, financial character. Involved na naman ang pera dito. So, pera-pera naman lagi ang usapan ng accountant. Financial character. Dapat lahat naka-value in terms of pera. Kasi, except for example, bumaba yung stock market. So, how much yung value? Yung financial value niya. Yung building na nag-collapse. How much yung nasira? How much yung loss? Yung vehicle, yung cost ng vehicle na nasira. Kasi, yan tayo dapat lahat dinadaan sa value. Lahat ng bagay kasi sa mata ng accountant may halaga. And lastly, interpreting the results thereof. So, ito yung pinaka-importanting part ng accounting, the interpreting phase. So, this is the fourth phase. So, the first phase is recording, classifying, second phase is classifying, third phase is summarizing. So, the first three phases, this is under bookkeeping. So, yung bookkeeping, nagre-record sila, classifying, and summarizing. Summarizing in a significant way in terms of money transaction events. Yun, cut na doon yung sa bookkeeping na side. Yung sa accounting na side, meron silang the interpreting of results. As an accountant, with the values provided, with the report provided, meron kang i-include na interpretation ng inyong report kung bakit nangyari yan. Bakit bumaba, bakit ang laki ng tinaas. So, may interpretation ng report, meron explanation, meron analysis. So, pag walang interpretation, sa bookkeeping yun siya. Next, what is the purpose of accounting? So, bakit may accounting? Hindi pwedeng wala na lang yan. Ang purpose nito para mag-graduate tayo, hindi joke. In 1970, the Accounting Principles Board of AICPA also emphasized the function of accounting is to provide quantitative information, primarily financial in nature, about economic quantities that is intended to be useful in making economic decisions. Uulitin ko ha, to provide quantitative information. So, magbibigay ng quantitative, ibig sabihin, nabibilang, na-account, merong values, may numbers, na information, primarily financial. So, mag-provide ng information na in terms of numbers and financial nature, in terms of pera, about economic quantities that is intended to be useful in making economic decisions para makatulong sa paggawa ng desisyon. So, parang tinagalog ko lang, no? Ang purpose ng accounting para makatulong sa na mag-decide kung anong dapat gawin. For example, yung owner ng business, kumuha siya ng accountant. So, yung accountant nag-request ng documents needed niya sa owner or management. Yung accountant nag-record, nag-classify, nag-summarize, interpret. After nagbigay ng result, sabi ng accountant, "Sir, ma'am, ito po yung status ng negosyo nyo. Palugin na po. Net loss po tayo. 2 quarters na dahil mataas yung salaries expense nyo. Bumaba na rin yung capital dahil sa pagbabayad ng loans. Then, mataas po yung inventories nyo tapos mababa ang sales." So, nagbibigay siya ng analysis. Bakit? Yun yung report na pinipresent ng account sa may-ari. So, si owner naman, with that information received from the accountant, he will make then economic decision kung ano ang kanyang gagawin. So, the owner, sabi sa kanya ng accountant, pataas yung inventory, then mababa ang sales. So, ano yung sabihin nun? So, the owner decided to avail advertising and hire marketing staff to promote para ma-move yung taas na inventory. Yung reports na binibigay ng accountant is to help make decisions sa kanyang business. Yun yung bottom line niya. So, for short, the accounting is the language of business. Parang siya yung nagko-communicate language. Sasabi sa may-ari kung anong status, kung ano ang kalagayan ng negosyo. Yun. that's it for this video. So our next topic will be about conceptual framework. Sana may natutunan kayo. Share nyo ito sa mga classmates nyo na accounting student, financial management, para at least makatulong sa kanila sa pag-aaral during this COVID-19 season. Thank you for listening, and if you have any questions, feel free to message me, comment down below, and para masagutan natin. And God bless sa inyo lahat. Stay safe. Bye-bye.